Welcome back to Championship Court as we get set for our first men's pro doubles semifinals. Patrick Kawka, the 32-year-old from Las Vegas, Nevada, playing alongside Mark Dancuart. They'll be facing Howells and Jack Munro. There's Dancourt there in the
looks 32
hat.
years old as well, but not
22.
so much.
Don't even tell me how old I look. Thank you very much.
No. Mark Dancaurt showed up. We first saw him in Dallas. He was playing with Howells. Training partners, everything else, good buddies. He picked up a bronze medal there. And then he showed up at Next Gen the next week. I'm like, how old are you?
Well, speaking of Next Gen, Jack Munro, a former member of Next Gen, now 21 years old and the top-rated men's player on tour, playing alongside Howells. And they have been the gold standard in men's doubles this season. Only lost one match together this year. Everything else has been gold. That lone loss coming in Newport Beach. They took gold in their last tournament together in Chicago at the end of August. As we get set in a second, we've got to get some towels situated over on the far side. It's Kawka and Dancourt in the gray at the bottom of your screen. Howells and Munro in white at the top. First point going to Kawka and Dancourt.
1-0-2.
Dancourt going for just a little bit extra on that serve. Ended up pushing it deep.
0-1-1.
Snuck it down the line.
Just clipping the edge.
Caught it right there. Nice little flick there from Howells to start that exchange. Munro sliding it right past Dancourt.
Point.
And then a missed return, pushing Howells and Munro in front quickly.
2-1-1.
Catching the hip of Dancourt, and this is how Howells and Munro can get on you.
3-1-1.
Got on serve already. 3 quick points to take control here in the opening game. Howells through the middle on the forehand.
Yeah, when Howells and Munro are really rolling and they're moving well together, very, very difficult to stop.
Another backhand flick there from Munro. 5 straight points, still on first serve.
Well, and that's kind of their pattern right there that you just saw. They'll move the ball around. They're patient until that ball finally pops up enough, and then it's a quick flick into a good spot. Round. Oh, nice defense.
Yep.
Well, that ball landing just in. Howells thought it was going to go wide.
Howells and Munro topping Spencer Lanier and Elliot Shoup 7-5 in their quarterfinal. Dancourt and Kawka rolling past Naveen Beasley and Stefano Verne 2-4. Pop-up makes for the put-away for Dancourt.
Yeah, good setup there from Dancourt. Got the quick backhand flick. Howells was pulled out of position.
Second serve.
Both guys going for that ball in the middle right there.
1-5-2.
Howells going back behind Kawka. Howells has some of the best hands on tour.
Yeah, and the reason being is he stays nice, short, compact. Very rarely you're going to see him take that paddle back behind the body. Same with Munro.
Five, one. Second serve.
Munro switched hands in the middle of that point, but Dancuart, great job getting on top.
5-1-2.
That time, Munro wins it.
Yeah, that's not the strategy against Munro and Howells right there. Very difficult to
6-1-2.
get a ball through or off that speed up if you haven't already established the point.
Point.
Rolled it down the line into the corner. Another point, 7-1 lead.
And Munro sells this one with the body, makes it look like he's going to roll it cross court, holds it on the paddle, and then just slides it down the line.
Easy living right now for Howells Munro in game number 1 as Dancourt and Kawka take a timeout, trailing by 6. As we take a look at our men's doubles bracket here on this Selkirk Saturday, this is how it is played out up until this point. Both semifinals are set. We are in the top part of the bracket. Howells Munro, Dancourt, and Kawka, winner of this one. Moving on to Championship Sunday, second semifinal, still ahead here during our broadcast. Riley DeHart, Kyle Kazuda went to 3 against Eric Lang and Casey Diamond. They'll be facing Richard Liverneys Jr. and Tanner Tomasi, who have medaled in 3 consecutive tournaments here on the APP Tour. That is sure to be a good one, so make sure you're staying with us here at the AARP Open throughout the day as we have got doubles action still ahead. Dancourt and Kawka regrouping after a quick start from Howells and Munro. The issue for Howells and Munro is, Chad, you already noted it, when they are playing well and playing in a groove, they are so difficult to score against.
Well, and the one thing you don't want to do is, like we talked about, try to speed up through them if you haven't already moved the ball around and created an opening. Munro and Howells so good at anticipating, reading the body, reading the paddle.
On cue, Howells flicks it through the middle.
Yeah, I watched them earlier today. And like we talked about, they went down 9-0 in game 2 of their first round.
Ooh. Hands battle won by Howells and a game point. Nope, I got ahead of myself.
2 away from closing out game 1.
Listen, my issues with counting are well established.
Yeah, we play to 11 in this league.
Yeah.
9-1-2.
Ooh, he missed it. I don't know. I don't think Munro touched it, but that was well out.
I don't think either one of them saw it, so the call is going to be in. But when you're playing with a 9-1 lead, you give yourself a little leeway. Although, pay attention to what happened to DeHart and Kazuda. Nearly blew a 9-1 lead as Kawka comes up short there.
Well, a great get there from Howells as he was uncoiling from the stack. It was a very good drop. Howells gets to it, absorbs it, created angle.
Side out.
Kawka and Dancourt not able to cut into the deficit.
9-1-1.
Oh, so smart right there from Dancuart. Recognized the backspin. Rather than hitting it, he knew it was going to hit the crossbar. When it hits the crossbar, it's a replay in the point.
9-1-1.
Big IQ there from Dancuart.
Second serve.
And they end up getting the replay.
It paid dividends as it pushes Munro and Howells onto second serve. Whew. Not able to close it out. So a defensive hold for Dancourt and Kawka.
1-9-1.
Good move there from Howells. Good coverage from Munro. As soon as Howells goes out wide, Munro takes one step, covering the middle.
1-9-2. Side out.
Missed third, so one defensive stand answered with another.
9-1-1.
Combination goes the way of Howells and Munro, and now it is game point.
There we go.
Ten, 1-1. Second serve.
Good spot there from Dancourt going crossbody, still game point.
10-1-2.
Dancourt can't handle the counter. Game one goes to the top seeds. They are one game removed from advancing back into Championship Sunday.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Regional Power and Utility. We're calling you about an outstanding balance.
I thought I paid that.
You're scheduled for immediate shutoff unless it's resolved today. But I I can help you make a payment right now.
Not today. Nice try.
Spot the red flags so you can protect yourself from fraud with the AARP Fraud Watch Network.
The APP is sponsored by the Botanist Island Dry Gin, distilled with 22 wild botanicals. Road to Pro. Unlock your potential with the official sock of the APP Tour. And C&D Nets, the highest quality nets made in the USA. The APP Selkirk Collegiate Series is kicking off later this month. The first event will be held in Idaho, followed by trips to Arizona and Colorado. As always, visit the app.global for more information. And these were the APP U.S. Collegiate National champions from this past year. Name may be familiar to you, Jack Munro, a national champion in men's and mixed doubles for the University of Texas.
Man can do it all.
Man of many pickleball talents. Has had tremendous success on tour this season.
Game 2, time in, 0-0-2.
It was easy work for Munro and Howells in game number 1. They took it 11-1 in this semifinal over Mark Dancuart and Patrick Kawka as Dancuart just missed.
I was actually watching his Jack's mom and dad up in the VIP there, cracking a couple of cold ones. I'm like, yeah, they're sitting up there, chilling, relaxing, watching their son do his thing.
Whoa.
Side out. Zero, 1-1. Second.
Missed third.
Yeah, just a little rush there, trying to catch Howells as he came uncoiled from the stack.
Point.
That's not a ball you see Munro miss very often.
No, rare miss there, especially off a dink from Munro.
1-1-2.
Big drive from Howells nearly came our way.
Made it up onto the stage, just couldn't clear the second barrier. Surprised Dorian didn't dive for it and waffle her face into the fence like what usually happens when we go out and play softball.
There's no benefit for me to dive over the barrier here. No one's going to be out.
Nobody's out on the ones that they're already out when you dive for them in softball.
It's fair. I don't want to knock over the setup.
Yeah, that's well, you did that in Miami
I was just going to say, we've already done it once.
Lots of stuff happens in the booth. It's always fun time. Always a fun time. Well,
got the ball back.
Finally found the ball.
Yep. Checked it. Make sure it's all good to go. And we will play on at 1 apiece here in game number 2.
1-1-1. Second serve.
Missed third for Munro.
Yeah, nice deep return there. Put the pressure on.
1-1-2.
We get a foot fault.
Point.
Foot fault gifting a point to Howells and Munro.
2-1-2.
Watch out.
There's a backhand flick there again from Howells.
You can use it in so many different ways. Use it as a setup or a finisher.
Yeah, and that was a good counter that, like I said, usually on that floating ball, he'll either try to flick it through a hole or elevate it. Gets that 1-2 combo with it. And then that time we saw the combo.
3-1-2. Side out. One, 3, 1.
Oh,
Point.
Howells fought off a handful.
I will say that's probably Kafka's strongest shot right there is off of that backhand, that low backhand. Somehow he gets it back, and he gets it back with pace.
Howells stepping across. And we've talked extensively over the course of the last 18 months about the wrist strength of Patrick Kawka on that backhand flick.
Point.
3-all.
Just a little rush there from Howells. A couple of mistakes creeping in. Not typical for what we see from Howells and Munro.
Side out.
Just too good of a read there from Howells. That's part of the anticipation that I was talking about. Nice drive there from Kafka, but Dancaurt crashing hard. Howells, cool, calm, collected, creates the angle, goes away from the middle of the court. Nothing Dancaurt can do.
Second serve.
Catches Howells moving through transition.
3, 3, 2.
Good hits. Off pace for Munro.
Well, that's what Munro does really well, is he takes the swing, makes it look like it's going to be a big aggressive attack, and then he just slides it along the
4,
paddle.
3, 2.
So opponents usually out in front of it.
Oh, no.
Point.
Spiked it right into the net cord.
Five, 3, 2.
It's actually harder than putting the ball over the net.
Well, to get the action on it that he just got,
Yeah.
it went 30 feet to the left.
That one's not coming back.
Side out.
Yeah, Munro trying to speed up that one, was out of position. Good job there from Dancaurt.
Three, 5, 1. Second
Able to
serve.
once again catch Dancourt moving forward.
3, 5, 2.
Oh.
Dancourt charging hard, but Munro stood his ground.
Yeah, that was a hard crash right there. Dancaurt trying to create something from that strong movement, but Munro doing a good job getting on top, finds the feet, takes it right into the ankle there of Dancaurt. Nailed it.
Serve.
Squared up the post there from Munro.
5, 3, 2.
Munro all over the elevated ball.
Kafka saying, my bad right there. Tough to stay in that cross-court dink with Munro. So consistent.
6, 3, 2.
He knew it was coming. Kawka kept it a little bit lower.
And still, Howells and Munro able to double up Dancuart and Kawka here in game number 2.
3-6-1.
Howells guarding the line, second serve.
Yeah, a little bit of a bait ball there from Howells.
3-6-2.
Left it up, anticipated the attack from Kawka.
Oh, those counters are absurd.
Timeout.
Whew.
Quick and on top.
6-3-1.
Howells slides it down the line for the point.
Well, an off speed right there too. Dancaurt jumping, anticipating the harder ball coming there off the paddle of Howells.
7-3-1.
Another good spot, making it difficult for Dancuart to make the pickup as the lead grows to 5.
Timeout. Receivers 8-3-1.
One of the most popular activities at every APP Tour stop is the AARP Pro-Am Clinic. And this week was no different. Top APP Tour pros, including AARP Masters and Champions Division players, led the clinic and gave registrants an experience they will never forget. Thank you to AARP for continuing to support this special event. A great crowd filling in here on Championship Court at the AARP Open here at the Fort in Fort Lauderdale. Had a great AARP Masters mixed doubles gold medal match earlier this week. They went to 3 games. Seen lots of great action across the board through our first 3 days of the tournament.
Dom was fanboying over that one. Wanted to get a clinic from IFIT.
That's right.
I've heard teach him a few things, specifically that forehand roll cross court.
Celebrity guest coach. There you go. Howells and Munro cruising here in this semifinal. Up a game in 5 here in game number 2. Oh, no. Stop it. Stop it. Kawka just throws the paddle. What else are you going to do?
Oh, backhands galore right there from Kawka, but finally Howells got it outside the right hip.
9-3-1.
Ooh.
That one kicked up.
Little extra spin right there.
Nine, 3-2.
Missed serve from Howells.
Kawka with the fist bump.
Take it however you can get it.
Three, 9-1.
Howells reaching in there.
Second serve.
Yeah, such a good job there with the quick flick. Keeps it out in front. Accelerates forward.
Ooh. Munro not quite able to clear the body.
Yeah, good counter there for Dancuart.
4-9-2.
Good angle from Howells to force the side out.
Nine, 4-1. Second serve.
Good deep ball there from Kawka.
Nine, 4-2. Side out.
So a couple of errors on the side of Howells and Munro here in the later stages.
Yeah, Munro instantly looking down at the paddle face. He's like, what? Why didn't that go over? I was set up, but yeah, ball just didn't quite come up like he was anticipating. Looked up to see where it was going to go before he'd actually made contact.
Kawka, very Lee Whitwell-like in
Yeah,
how demonstrative he is.
he's-
Fan fave.
He's out there having some fun.
Second serve.
Had referee Mike Baumgartner sitting here next to us. Just in that
4-9-2.
little towel off was like, hey, head off the barricade. And I mean, towel off the barricade. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, that was almost a carry by Munro anyway. But that one was a little awkward right there.
5-9-2.
Dancourt with a good counter, and all of a sudden they're right back in this thing. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a timeout from Munro and Howells here. Probably one more point.
If they don't get the side out here.
Yeah.
Well, they're also known for taking offensive timeouts. It wouldn't surprise me. That one does land out. It doesn't look like an offensive timeout is coming.
9-6-1.
Kawka putting it past the feet of Munro.
Yeah, this seems like Howells and Munro a little flat right now. Haven't been able to pick up the energy, pick up the intensity.
9-6-2.
Howells gets the winner, and we have arrived at a match point.
Point.
A nice short little angle there from Howells. Just got it on the bottom edge of the paddle. Worked out nicely.
10-6-2.
Not yet.
Side out.
Kawka doing a good job there, just getting on top of that one. So you just hit a little Jack Munro to Jack Munro, the little two-hand pancake.
Second serve.
Nice serve from Dancuart.
6-10-2. Point.
I was not anticipating that speed up there from Kawka.
3 of the 4 players going to the towels. Sun has come out here on championship court.
Slowly creeping into our booth here as well.
I noticed that as well. Howells getting on top for the put away. Match point number 2. And a timeout.
Oh, here's the offensive
timeout.
Timeout, servers, 10-7-1.
Offensive timeout with a second match point coming ahead. So game 2 not as crisp from Howells and Munro, but still arriving at the same moment. How would you evaluate what you've seen from them in this match?
I think they got up early in game 2 and kind of just went into cruise mode. And so that's why we've seen it be a little bit more difficult for them to close out game 2. We see that from them at times as well. You know, and it takes a little bit for them to get the intensity level back out. But game 1, they did a really good job moving the ball around, staying patient, waiting for Dancaurt and Kawka to try and attack, or after they'd really worked the point and created the opening, that was their time to attack. So the patience from Howells and Munro, even getting up early here in game 2 as well, that's what really works for them. Not afraid to stay in that longer point.
Time it, 10-7-1.
Just wide. This time, Howells and Munro able to convert. They are back into Championship Sunday, looking every bit the top seed.
Hello?
Hi there. This is Regional Power and Utility. We're calling you about an outstanding balance.
I thought I paid that.
You're scheduled for immediate shutoff unless it's resolved today. But I can help you make a payment right now.
Not today. Nice try.
Spot the red flags so you can protect yourself from fraud with the AARP Fraud Watch Network.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
The APP is sponsored by AARP, helping your health and happiness live as long as you do. Charles Smith Wines, the official wine of the APP Tour. And Centerline Athletics, performance apparel created by and for pickleball players.
Well, Howells and Munro weren't really tested in Game 1, but kind of let their foot off the gas in Game 2. Able to hold on, though. Then moving back into Championship Sunday, and they'll join Dorian Croft courtside in our Franklin post-match interview.
Fellas, congratulations. I'm going to stop you from evaluating whether it's beard or no beard based on Will's photo back behind us. We're going to talk about the match real quick. You guys were talking before we came on. You said that was really clean. How would you evaluate that match start to finish?
Solid. Unforced errors, our speed-up win percentage, I mean, all of those, plus just our overall aggressiveness and confidence. No nerves that time, and I mean, just felt really, really clean overall.
We've talked over the course of the season about the patterns that you guys like to play. What was the key for you all to find the right patterns in this matchup?
Honestly, I think we just did a really good job moving the ball around. We didn't have specific patterns that we were sticking with, but we were making sure that we were moving our opponents around, keeping them on their toes and off balance, and we got good offensive opportunities because of that.
All right, Jack, the big question, beard or no beard?
Who would want a beard? Let's go no beard, okay? Rolik's 40 years old. Let's stop it.
It doesn't matter as long as you win. That's really the important thing at the end of the day. These guys back into Championship Sunday. Who is going to meet them there? That match coming up next.